Welcome to the Resilient Artist Podcast, your go-to space for wellness and success strategies tailored for musicians. Join us each week as we explore tips, tools, and stories to help you thrive in your music career while staying balanced and inspired. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back to the Resilient Artist Podcast, where we help musicians build a sustainable career and life. I'm your host, Crystal McGrath.
And I'm Rachel. Today we're talking about something that often gets overlooked, but is really important: movement and exercise for musicians.
Yeah, your body is your instrument. It is so important to take care of your body so that you can take care of your career.
So let's dive in today and to get into this awesome topic of movement and why it matters and how you can easily incorporate movement into your daily routine without it feeling like a big chore. People don't always realize how physically demanding being a musician is for those of you who've done these shows. I mean, it's a lot of work, right, Crystal?
So much work. Oh my gosh. I'm so sore after a gig. Like if you play a 3-hour gig and you're hopping around the whole time, it might not seem like you're doing much, but like imagine just jumping on a trampoline for 3 hours. It's a lot on the body.
100% it is. I mean, those long rehearsal times, because even in rehearsals, right, you've got to figure out what's happening there. You've got to stay moving. Late night gigs. So not only are you tired because you're not in bed maybe at your normal time, but you're literally working out up until all hours of the night. And then touring can also be just really hard itself. Another thing that
Wow.
can be affected too is poor posture from playing instruments or standing for long periods of time, because when we get tired, we start to slouch and we start to compensate in ways that, can be detrimental to a body long term. The impact of stress and anxiety is massive on performance and creativity, and movement can help with that. And neglecting movement really does, for really musicians and everyone, leads to injuries, tension, and often burnout. So, Crystal, have you ever dealt with any physical strain or maybe injuries from a performance or from touring?
Yeah, my feet always hurt after. So even like wearing proper footwear, I used to wear stiletto heels on stage for every show, which is just crazy. I don't do that now, but I used to all the time. And I was wondering, oh, why does my hips hurt? Why do my legs hurt so much? Why can I feel like I can't function for a day after I perform? Well, because my body doesn't want to wear a 3-inch or 5-inch stiletto, whatever the height is, for 3 hours, right? So comfortable shoes, like I love cowboy boots. I'm lucky that cowboy boots work for me because they're super comfortable, but that's just a minor thing. It's just even your footwear. It's not always the most comfortable thing on stage because you're usually wearing things that you wouldn't just wear to the grocery store, right? You're not putting on your most comfortable outfit when you're going on stage. So just try to find a way to make what you are wearing just a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, like I have sparkly running shoes, and even though I wear those to the grocery store, I also wear them on stage, right? Just thinking about that, but even playing guitar or piano for long periods of time, that can cause strain, neck strain, all the things. Singing, let's just talk about singing. I mean, I know it's not playing an instrument, but it's using an instrument, and that is your instrument, your vocal cords. So jaw tension can often happen. So if you're not taking care of that by, doing face massage, going for massages, if that's not in your world, then making sure you are doing your own massages on your neck, on your face, all the things to help recover from being on stage. Yeah.
So, how about, Crystal, you talk about some solutions then? So, how does movement help musicians?
Yeah. So, okay, movement is medicine. I always say that because anytime you move your body, you always feel better. So, it's going to boost your stamina. It's going to boost your energy. It's going to help with your endurance for long performances. So, training your body before you get on stage is so important. So, making sure you're going for walks or runs. One thing I love doing when I'm training for the stage is running on the treadmill and singing, or going on the spin bike and singing, because when you're on stage, you're going to use that same energy because you're hopping around, marching around, all the things. You don't want to be out of breath, or you don't want to lose that stamina. So I always say, like, when we're in rehearsal, when we're practicing, when we're doing things, always exaggerate it like 50% or more when you're rehearsing, because when you get on stage, that energy is going to come down, because that's just what happens. Nerves take over, things take over. So if you envision yourself, I'm going to run around this whole bar, and then I'm going to jump on that table, jump on this table, do this, do this. When it comes time, if you don't practice enough, you're not going to be able to do that. So practice doing, if you plan on jumping on 5 tables, go on 10 tables when you're practicing, right? And then when your rehearsal or when your live show comes, you're able to do those 5 table hops if you want to do that. Yeah, just movement also prevents strain and it prevents injuries. So think about, using weights, build your muscle, build your stamina, because when you get on stage, it's going to really help prevent any injuries that can show up. Movement's great for stress and anxiety. So for me, that's like going for a walk. If you're feeling overwhelmed when you're working or when you're writing or when you're practicing, go for a walk. Come back with fresh ears, fresh eyes. The movement's gonna help reduce your stress. Something else I do is, working in my office, I try to do a 5 to 10 minute workout before I leave the office so that I don't bring that energy with me into the rest of the night. So sometimes I use movement as like a separator of the day. That's really important. And then your breath control when you're singing on stage. That's so important. If you don't practice breathing, you're going to really struggle when you're on stage because nerves take over, anxiety takes over, the movement takes over when you're on stage. And if you're not getting that full deep belly diaphragm breath, then you probably will find that your performance is going to suffer. So you'll find yourself going pitchy or just feeling out of breath. And it's just you're not going to end your performance feeling like you did amazing. So a really good tip for that is blowing bubbles using straws, SOVT techniques, which we can chat about another day. But those are some really good tools to help get your breath. Yoga breathing, we can talk about that too, the box breath. Doing things to help expand your breath capacity is really important. And then, of course, this movement, it's going to sharpen your focus and sharpen your creativity. So the more we move our body, it's going to fuel that mind-body connection. And that is what ideally we want in everything we do is to be fully present. And in order to be fully present, we are connecting the mind to the body. So those are a few tools.
That's great. Sounds like you've actually really incorporated movement into part of your training for your touring, for your performing, for your singing, that sort of thing. That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, it really helps. Another great tool is I forgot I had this, a trampoline, like one of those mini circle trampolines, and just jump on that and sing or breathe, practice your breathing. But for me on stage, I'm always jumping around, or even if it's just an acoustic set, I call it the McGrath March. I'm always marching my feet right, left. And, that's like going on a 3 hour march and jumping. So jumping on that trampoline, which I'm going to pull out. I'm glad we're talking about this. And practicing is another good little tool you can use.
I love the
Yeah.
rebounder. It is so good for the
Yeah.
body. It's really good for the lymphatic system as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, they say a person should jump on that rebounder every morning.
Totally. Yeah. I'm gonna get that out. Glad we talked about this.
Yeah, I love it.
Buy them on Amazon for super cheap too. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for a rebounder, there
Yeah,
you
they're
go.
great. You ever seen those rebounder exercise classes online?
Yes, because I used to do them all the time.
Oh my goodness, they look so fun. I
They're so
love
fun.
it. It looks so fun.
Totally. So that's a really great way. And it's a 10-minute workout and it feels like a lot longer. Like it
It
feels
does for sure. So there's so like all those simple ways that musicians can get that into their day. I mean, it's just a quick daily stretch, right? Like you
yeah.
said, a little bit of yoga, a little bit of breath work, strength training, walking, cardio, dancing, lots of different things that you can do to incorporate this in. And it doesn't have to take a really long time. Like Crystal, I love how you said that just for a few minutes, kind of between the studio or between your office and then into your family, you're actually getting just a little bit of exercise in. So it really doesn't have to be that long every day, does it?
No, 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 no. And we really stress this because we're kind of taught to believe that we need these long, hour-long workouts, but you don't. You just need some kind of movement to move your body, get your body moving. Unless you're training for Ironman or something like that, then we really don't need these long, crazy workouts. But our body does need movement every day.
Yeah, it sure does.
That's important. And then stretching on top of movement, stretching is also a part of movement because we're lengthening our muscles. And when your body is tight, especially as a vocalist, you're not going to be able to go on stage and sing like you want because everything's going to be tight. So maybe you get one of those massage guns, or maybe you just massage yourself, but stretch these muscles. You do yoga, big stretches, slow movements. It's really makes a big impact on your performance. All right, so let's recap. Movement's not just about fitness, it's about energy and creativity in your music career. So really add this into your world every day. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, doesn't matter, just something. Move your body today.
Like we said, even small changes, very simple changes like a stretch or mindful breathing can have a massive impact on how you feel and perform in your shows.
Ah, if you want more strategies for building a sustainable career and mindset, movement tools, grab our book, The Resilient Artist. You can find this on Amazon or head over to our website to download the version online.
And if you want to stay connected with us, we'd love to hear from you. Find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, all the places. Send us a message and let us know what your favorite way to stay active is as a musician. We are here to support each other. We're here to be that collective and really offer great tips and tricks for each other to stay active and stay successful in their career.
Until next time, keep thriving in your music career and taking care of your body. Thanks for tuning in to the Resilient Artist Podcast. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow, like, and share this podcast with your fellow musicians. Your support helps us grow and reach more artists just like you. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Ready to take your wellness journey to the next level? Join the Artist Wellness Collective at www.artistwellnesscollective.com for more resources, community, and support designed to help musicians thrive. Until next time, keep creating and living your best artistic life.